Hello everyone, welcome back. Following Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto sight reading, I've asked viewers to vote for what I should sight read next from the list, and it seems like Bruch has won this time, so I'll be sight reading Bruch in this video. For this concerto, it wouldn't be exactly a sight reading because I do have to teach this to my students quite a few times, so I know it pretty well. So it should not cause too much problem, I hope. I don't get much time to practice every day because I have a total of around 40 students a week. So every day I have an hour here, an hour there, and most of the time I'm doing these sight reading videos. So let's see. So as usual, please vote for what I should sight read next. Here's are the list of pieces that have already been requested. And if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow a lot and I really appreciate it. Let's go. without practicing, some of these runs are extra scary. And also the ending, this scale, I always, like when I'm demonstrating for my students, in my mind, I'm not always sure about which fingers to use. Because I give every student different fingerings, because some students' hands are smaller, so I have to do some fingerings that suit their hand. Some students have bigger hands, and I have to do other. And some students, their bone structure is very different, so like they cannot bend their pinky as easily as some other students. Or some students are just double jointed, and I have to come up with a lot of different fingerings for each student so that they can play this easier. I know there's this fingering here where you shift, which I never understood why. I was taught this way when I was a kid, but there's a much easier fingering. Just stay in second position, then shift here. I don't know why traditionally this fingering is used. I see other teachers use this fingering too. For myself, I just go. I think it's a much more reasonable fingering. Now, from experience, a lot of kids have problem here. So they have trouble with the bowing. So separate the two bars. Don't do the trill bar first. Do the second bar first, and start with up bow. And then connect with the first bar. And practice stopping here just to get used to that motion. And that usually helps them get used to playing these two bars. And the first page, they have a lot of trouble counting the 10 notes in one beat. How I explain it is just divide the 10 into 2, so you get 5, 5, and the downbeats falls on the G, and the next downbeat falls on the E. And practice with an accent just to get used to dividing 5, and later on remove the accent. And the octave afterwards, the syncopation, they also have a lot of trouble counting that. So da 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 bam is how I usually explain it. Ba da 1 2 3 ba ba da da da. 1 2 3. Yeah. Anyway, it's early in the morning. Second movement, I teach less because a lot of kids just learn the first movement and move on to some other things. So I will be actually sight reading this one. Let's go. It's a nice, it's a very beautiful second movement, as always. All the concerto second movements are so nice. There's one part I couldn't understand the finger. I think that's what I would use. Place and this place. I think I'll shift down to third position. Just now I stayed in fifth and it caused problem. I couldn't connect, so I should force my students to learn the entire concerto, but you know, kids nowadays, they have so little time and they just want to move on. But I think the best way to learn is like learn the entire concerto, but that would take a lot of time, so I understand. It's a trade-off. All right, third movement. The switch to 10th here. It was unexpected. I do remember teaching this to one of my students a long time ago. That's why it feels familiar. Like, yeah, he played it pretty well. reminds me of a of the Mendelssohn displays. Very cool, but uncomfortable to play. Is it easier on fourth position? Second position works too. Oh, it's a really fun third movement. It sounds complicated, but this is just an octave. Followed by arpeggios. Um, yeah, this is a really good concerto. It feels very comfortable to play, and I remember very fondly of this concerto where I learned this with my first teacher, and then when I got to my second teacher, he's the one that taught me Tchaikovsky, which prepared me for the audition later to get into the school in Singapore. After Bruch first movement, everything else was, the jump was too crazy, like the difficulty jump. So even though I sort of learned Tchaikovsky second and third movement, but my foundation was like very shaky. So my third teacher was the one that was like patching holes, and he had a very tough time teaching me and like bringing me up to speed to play all those difficult things, which I admire what he taught me, and like he taught me a lot of things. And all the teachers before, they prepared me, they taught me a lot of things that benefited me even till now. I remember teaching one of my students second and third movement, but he learned it so quickly. That student was incredibly talented. He learned this so quickly that like I didn't actually have to explain much to him. Just some counting errors. He basically also sight read this in the lesson, and I was like, yeah, you got it. And then we worked on it, but I never really practiced this myself. Anyway, I hope the extra talking stuff was not too distracting. I just thought I would share some of my thought process and help you if you're learning this concerto yourself. I hope that was a fun watch. Please vote down below what I should sight read next from the list, or add on to the list. It's okay. See you next time. Bye.